Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patience. I've been on a very long hiatus. I am back now and hopefully I'm going to stay for a long time, and hopefully you guys will have to stick with me on this one for a very long time. Yeah, there's this very interesting video I bumped into, like a very interesting video that I would want us to share our thoughts on the video. So this video I said I saw online, it's a video of an interview. Morayo Brown of TVC, she used to be for TVC, she used to work for TVC rather, and recently I think she has gone out of TVC and she's doing her own business, hosting and presenting. And there's this interesting interview that she interviewed Ireti Doyle. Ireti Doyle is a well-seasoned Nigerian actor. She was born on the 3rd of May, 1967, and she used to be married to another well-seasoned Nigerian actor called Patrick Doyle. The interview was, or yeah, should I say was or is, about her marriage, her failed marriage. And this response that she gave was, I said, I'm going to give it a chef kiss, because that is what it is. As a seasoned actor, the response she gave was equally a seasoned response. Let's take a look and listen to this, then I'll come back and give you my thoughts on this.
Yes. But let's talk very quickly about your marriage.
Yes.
Your divorce. When the divorce happened with your ex, I noticed that there wasn't a lot of mudslinging from either of you. There was just quietness. We're all hurt and heartbroken that how can their marriage break up? But they didn't tell us anything. People now someone news are coming now, but we didn't hear from you. We didn't hear from him. Fast forward today, what would you say that experience has taught you or formed who you have become today?
Okay. First of all, you didn't hear anything because it was none of your business.
Certainly, please.
Two people come together, decide to get married. There's a celebration. If you do it right, you have a few friends and family around you and you carry on with life. Sadly, unfortunately, something goes on. You can no longer continue on the journey to life together. The only people you owe any explanation to, if at all, are those small family and friends that gathered on day one. You see this larger audience that you're performing for, they do not care. And God forbid, I don't know about you, and you people watching, which one is my camera? You people watching at home.
It's everywhere.
But I personally will never knowingly give myself up as clickbait. Why are you bleeding all over the internet, madam? And I'm talking to my sisters. You're not going to win. So who are you explaining your matter to? You spend, the end of a relationship, any relationship, talk less of a long-term marriage, is painful. Whatever the circumstances, not apportioning blame, it is painful. One of the things you do, I don't know about anybody else, you second-guess yourself, you second-guess your judgment. Did I do right? Am I making the right decisions? Madam, you need to spend all that energy you're using to perform for an audience who doesn't care, to sit down, go deep within, understand what went wrong for the sole purpose of not making the same mistakes again. End of.
Love it.
End of. All that energy, you need to focus it on where you are going.
Right. I love it.
I posted something a long time ago, but the words resonated, so it stays in my head. Shebi, you been get where you did go before. Abi, you been get plans now. Before that situation happened, before you met that person Ngwanu, carry on and go.
Fantastic.
Should I say it has become a natural thing or an expected thing for celebrities to come out and explain themselves to people if their marriages fail? Like, I don't know, they all no one no explanation. And for people to think that Ireti Doyle will come out and start blabbing her mouth, telling people, Patrick Doyle did this to me, he did that to me. She owes no one absolutely no explanation. Marriages, like, people go through a lot in marriages. There are some people that are able to like cope and make it work. For the people that are not able to cope and to make it work, they walk away. That doesn't mean you're a weakling. If you're able to stay and make it work, you're strong. If you're not able to stay and make it work, you're equally strong. But when people expect you to come out and say, this is why I'm giving you a reason why my marriage failed, he was this, she was that. No, 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 no. You owe no one absolutely no explanation. And what's the response Ireti Doyle gave? I really loved it. Like, it's 100% like, I have like 100% like for this response that she gave. She said she owes no one no explanation. That's why nobody heard from her what happened. She doesn't want to be used as a clickbait, because that's what, like, when people watching, a lot of people do commentaries, a lot of people talk about situations happening, and when they use like clickbait that are eye-catchy or clickbait that they think people will respond to easily, you see people clicking on that video, and that is not what Ireti Doyle wants for herself and for her children. She has kids. She doesn't want her situation to be all over the social media. Like, she doesn't like that. There are some people that are okay with it. That's fine. If you want to come out and tell people, spill the beans about how your relationship was, what made it go south, it's your business. But for people that don't want theirs to be out in the open, why not respect it? And I like the way she said, I don't want mine to be a clickbait. I owe no one no explanation. I only owe those little family members that came and gathered for our ceremony. Those are the people I owe explanation. And absolutely, she's right about that. And there's something else that she said that I really like. She said she was on a journey before she met that man and got married. That journey doesn't stop because the marriage did not work out. The marriage continues. That is what most of us should do if we find ourselves in a situation like that. Like she said, who are you explaining yourself to? Like Burna Boy will say, you will go explain tire. Is that the situation you want to find yourself? Because nobody wins. If you come out and say your husband did this to you or you did that to your husband, people are just there because their ears are itchy. They want to know, they want to hear what is happening. And if you're there to fuel the gist, who are they? They will, like, bloggers, they want news. Bloggers want news. People want to watch. People want to listen. They want to have conversations about your relationship in their kitchen with their friends. If that is okay with you, spill the beans and people will talk about it. But it makes no sense. Like she said, if you were, before that marriage, you were on a journey, you should be focused. That journey should continue. You shouldn't stop your journey just because the marriage stopped working. So this took me back to, there's this very interesting, I'm digressing a little bit because it's like the advice she gave, it's a little bit, it's related, a kind of, but it's this video I'm going to tell you guys about is about Pete the cat for very young children. I think they used this video to help regulate their feelings, their emotions. Like, Pete got a white shoe. Pete was walking, stepped on a mud, the shoe turned to brown. He kept walking, it turned to red. He kept walking, it turned to blue when he stepped on blueberries. He kept walking and found himself in a pool of water. The white shoe that went through different colors under the course of that movement eventually went back to the color it was because, listen, because Pete was focused on getting to his destination. And that then he kept the various colors that affected the white shoe did not stop Pete the cat from going forward. Pete the cat continued on this journey and got to where he was meant to be. That is the story Ireti Doyle is trying to give to us. So focus on the, focus on the lesson of what she said. Focus, because it is a very interesting lesson. Because nowadays, any little thing, you see celebrities coming out to like, my husband did this, my husband did that. We that are not celebrities, we go through a lot, but we try to keep things intact because we don't want people to talk. No marriage is 100%. People try to mend and keep things in order just for life to continue. Like she said, there was a journey she started before she met that man. The journey doesn't stop because the marriage did not end, the marriage ended. The journey continued. Let me know your thoughts and your comments in the comment section. Hopefully, I'll see you sooner than you expected. Thank you. Do not forget to like and share if you would love to. And hopefully, I'll get to see you guys and chat with you. Don't forget, leave your comments and we get chatting on the comment section. Bye.